Washington Times front page for Wednesday, May 29th, 2024. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Donald Trump's attorney told jurors in his hush money trial that they should want and expect more evidence to convict the former president. Tom Howell reports defense attorney Todd Blanche said prosecutors managed to show that Trump wanted to win an election, not carry out a plot to pay an adult film actress to keep quiet. In more than 4 hours of closing arguments, prosecutors tried to rehabilitate former Trump attorney Michael Cohen's reputation. They also tried to connect gaps in a case that included weeks of evidence. To prove a felony, they must demonstrate that Trump falsified business records with intent to violate the law, though they don't have to specify whether it was federal election law or state law. The Vatican has apologized for Pope Francis's use of a derogatory term about homosexuals. Mark Kellner reports the Vatican confirmed press reports that the Pope used a slur when telling Italian bishops that gay men should not be allowed to enter seminaries and train for the priesthood. A spokesperson said the Pope never intended to offend or express himself in homophobic terms. Defenders say the Pope, whose native language is Spanish, may have not known the word was a slur, noting that the remark ran contrary to his overall messages of acceptance of LGBTQ individuals in the Catholic Church. President Biden is trying to save his campaign by embracing policies that matter most to young voters, but their defections now account for the largest drop in his support among any demographic. Jeff Murdoch reports in 2020, Gen Z and millennials lifted Biden over President Trump with an overwhelming 60% of their vote. But election year moves in 2024, such as embracing changes to marijuana policies and canceling some student loan debt, have failed to improve Biden's appeal to young voters. Pollsters, strategists, and younger voters cite Biden's age, persistently high housing costs, and failures to deliver on his promises. A CNN poll released this month showed Biden 11 percentage points behind Donald Trump among voters aged 18 to 34. Undergraduate student employees are increasingly following the path of their graduate brethren in forming labor unions to secure higher pay and better benefits. Sean Salai reports student labor experts say efforts to redefine campus dining hall workers, graduate teaching assistants, and college athletes as university employees have inspired the undergraduate efforts. The National Labor Relations Board ruled in 2016 that undergraduate student dining workers at private Grinnell College were employees with bargaining rights. Unions have since expanded on public campuses as well. And finally, federal authorities have identified a new crime gambit involving robbery groups from South America. Stephen Dinan reports the groups will break into homes and steal cash and valuable items before fleeing back to their home countries. Some arrive in the United States legally on short-term visas specifically to steal, while others have crossed into the country illegally and are recruited into theft operations. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times,